Hey people! This is the second movie of 2022, and it's a gas!
His choice.
Yes.
Can't blame me.
From the people who saw Kentucky Fried Movie and Saturday Night Live and what the heck, the new show on Fridays, now comes F.A.R.T. the movie.
We'll get your gas mask.
Stop that. This movie is about 90 minutes. You know, I can cuss.
Don't.
This movie is about 90 minutes, and it stars a bunch of people you've never heard of, with a quick cameo by Kesha and the Medicine Wheel Band.
Kesha was very young. She was maybe, 6 or 7?
Probably 4 or 5. This was in 91.
I don't know how old she is.
And I don't know either. I'm not a Kesha person.
Okay.
And by the way, the Medicine Wheel Band performs in this movie 2, technically 3 times in 85 minutes. Apparently, this movie had a shooting schedule of 30 days, and it had a budget of $43,000.
So did they make it in 3 days?
Compared to some of the other shot-on-video films that we've seen recently...
The yucky ones, you mean?
The...
Death Nurse 1 and 2 and...
I told you never to...
Bring those up again.
No, people, we are never going to review those movies. You want us to review those movies?
Watch them yourself, and then you tell us.
Mail us a check for $1,000.
That's a lot.
YouTube monetize all of my videos, and then maybe we'll do a Death Nurse 1 and 2 review. Super special thing, and you know what? We'll do it at like midnight when we're tired and drunk on soda.
God.
Drunk on soda, and you know what? Let's add Beano to the mix.
No!
You know what? Or wait, no, not Beano.
God.
You know what? If you monetize us, we will do live watches. We will record ourselves watching the movie.
Oh no.
But hey, you brought him up. But yes.
Sorry, Charlie.
It kind of scares me that this had a budget of $43,000, and it was original material, multiple locations, multiple sets, multiple costumes, and jokes. What was the budget on Death Nurse?
Didn't you say it was 8 writers?
Yeah, 8 people wrote it, and 3 people came up with the idea. You know what? Let's just get into this movie. So we have Russell, who apparently works in an office.
Yeah, well paid.
Not really explained what. And his
house is like huge.
Can we go chronologically?
Okay. He works in an office. He leaves work. He goes in an elevator. It was crowded.
So yeah, he farts in the elevator.
As he leaves. The door's closing. He farts and he runs out.
I don't think I've ever done that. Because that's one of the rules I learned on a podcast. You don't fart in an elevator.
Try not to fart in public.
You can't help it.
Anyway.
So, then he gets a chili dog.
Oh, God.
Eats it, and, well, he just dusts around the neighborhood. He creates a fight between a woman and a homeless person. The mother, I guess, taking care of her newborn baby, smells it, and then a construction worker eating a sandwich. So, hey, this is Microwave Massacre 2.
Day-old meatloaf.
Yeah, he says, oh, dang it, I hate day-old meatloaf.
Which actually, it's pretty good with cheese and barbecue sauce.
Maybe he should try, what is it? Chick chow mein, or what was that thing that they said?
Week old.
No, from
Chinese.
Microwave Massacre.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll get to that later.
Oh, God, no.
So anyway, he goes to his house, which is like this big mansion. Double Toasted, you said that the house in Space Jam was like this big mansion. No, this house is a mansion.
Oh, excuse me.
It literally has an arcade room.
Yeah.
It
He has at least 8 or more pinball machines.
It has
TV almost in every room, and then a portable he carries around everywhere.
Was that a thing in the early 90s? Late 80s?
You used to have a portable in your kitchen or something.
Okay, well.
Now it's Alexa.
That wouldn't work for a TV. That would be an iPod or something, or an iPad, or an
now
iPhone.
In your kitchen, you have Alexa.
Anyway, so somehow he's dating this...
Heather.
How can I put it delicately? Beautiful for someone in the 90s?
Heather.
Even though it looks more like she's from the late 80s. There were other... I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, but there were other people at this party that I thought were more beautiful than Heather. So basically, Russell farts a lot. He even has like a Richter scale to rate his farts. One of them, the most recent one, a 4.9.
Wasn't it 12.9?
No, it said 4.9.
Oh, I thought he said 12.9.
And then he said, "Babe, Aftershocks."
And he seems to enjoy this.
Hey,
Ooh.
a fart is God's way of putting a smile on your face and
a frown and stinking plugging noses on everybody else's.
What was the other one? That's like and joy in your heart or something, or warmth in your heart.
Warmth in your pants.
You kind of get the feeling that this girl is a dancer because she was doing like a lot of like... She was like bending her legs and like being flat. And there's one scene where she actually did a somersault over the bed.
I thought she just kind of rolled in it, rolled out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, so she wants to go out because it's New Year's Eve. I know what you're saying, people. Why didn't we review this on New Year's Eve? Everyone needs a break, okay? It doesn't look like we work hard, and we don't, but we need a break every once in a while. So, after that, then Heather goes to the party, which is a collection of 101 jokes you heard in the 70s. Like there was one lady who said, or there was one doctor who said, "Hey, let's play doctor." And she said, "Okay, you operate and I'll suit you." Then there was another one where it was like, a husband told his wife, "Babe, I've got a great way to renovate this house and make it look beautiful." She says, "What is it?" And he says, "Here's 10,000, now leave."
Move out, man.
Oh, and one other.
My husband's having an affair. Oh, that's nothing.
My
husband is dating the pool boy or something.
Mail boy.
Mail room boy.
Yes, because there's a pool boy at an office.
Yep.
And it was secretary at the beginning. You know what? I'll do the clean one. A guy goes to a psychiatrist, holds up a picture of an orange. He says, "What is this?" And he says, "Oh, it's someone farting." It's like, okay. Holds up a picture of banana. It's someone farting. Holds up, I don't know, Martin Luther King. Oh, it's someone farting. Holds up, like, apple pie, chicken soup,
I think we get it.
Mashed potatoes, and like, someone farting, someone farting, someone farting. And the psychiatrist says, "What is your obsession with farting?" And he says, "What do you mean my obsession? You're the one drawing the pictures." It's a lot of like jokes like that you've probably heard in like the 70s and 80s.
Slapstick, slap your knee.
You couldn't do that the second time. Oh God, what is it now?
Hurry up. Nope.
Anyway, people. Oh, normally we say do a drinking game. Obviously water. We say do a drinking game, and I would say take a sip every time someone farts. Except Kay did it, and how did you feel after about 15 minutes in?
Waterlogged.
she felt like she was going to throw up people, right?
Yeah. And the fact that he wanted to do it and he enjoyed it and he didn't care.
And every single time he farted, there would often be like 3 times. Like, it wouldn't just be like one. It would be like a. That's the last time I'll make a sound effect, I hope.
And just, what about the bus when he was coming home from work?
So, anyway, then he...
It was a real bus on the outside.
But it was a school bus on the inside.
Yeah. They couldn't afford to get on a bus. Probably couldn't do that on a bus or take a camera on a bus.
Well, they filmed people getting off the bus.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, hey, here's $10. Just pretend to act like someone's farted. So then you're probably wondering, how is this like Kentucky Fried Movie or Saturday Night Live or the news show or Fridays? How is this anything like that? We're going to get there. Just be a little patient. So anyway, while his Heva is at the party, Russell, who's obsessed with TV, is just watching TV, and all of the things now for the next hour or so are just fart sketches.
Well, like on the TV.
Yes. First is a black Andy Rooney called Andy Rudney, who's basically just talking about the history of farting. What was one of them, like the duck or something? Or the low-flying duck, or was that?
If somebody had fart and they're like, oh, where's the duck?
No, that's in bed. Then after that is... then is 1-800-STOP-GAS. It's like a rehab center for people that fart with Dr. Harry Butts, and patients Lucy Bowles, and See How He Farts.
The letter C.
And they're from, like, what is it? Defecacia, Maryland, and, like, Hot Point... one of them is Hot Point, Alaska. That's later. After that is, a stand-up now? Oh, by the way, one of the See How He Farts guy, they clearly wanted Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey was like, I'm on In Living Color. I have dignity. I'm not going to do this movie yet.
Smart boy. Smart boy.
This script isn't as good as Earth Girls Are Easy. That's a movie.
Okay, keep going.
So anyway, then there's a, there's a stand-up with someone who, I don't remember his name.
The Rude Dudes.
This is like a recurring thing that happens 3 times with 3 different dudes. One of them, he's talking about like the 6 different types of farts. Let's see, what's one of them? He talks about like lighting a fart in a movie theater.
The Rattler.
No, the Rattler is what happened at college. Then SBD, Silent But Deadly.
Yeah.
Then there's, is there another commercial, or is there the game show?
Probably the game show, I don't know.
Well, okay, I think...
a few things.
Well, I think there's another commercial, about, like, it's a fart in a can that it smells just like your family, like, one of them...
somebody was in Alaska away from home.
Yeah. No, he was at college.
Yeah.
So, one smells like his mother, one smelled like his father with just a little bit of his B.O. One smelled like his uncle.
And his dog.
Yeah. And then there is... the 4th one smelled like the locker room. You don't want to smell that one. That's the worst smelling one.
That one has a lot of B.O.
Then there's a second stand-up comic who, his whole bit is about like, oh, okay, I just walked into a fart. I want to do some jokes, but, oh.
The guy before me.
I need to know the MC, like, oh, I'm bleeding, my eyes,
They're burning.
The guy who they got because they couldn't get Dennis Miller. He had like a Dennis Miller poof, didn't he?
Yep. But a lot of people did in the 70s and 80s.
In the 90s? So anyway, then there's a game show called Who Cut the Cheese? Where you hear fart sounds and contestants have to fart in the answer.
You don't have a ding
Except
or a bell or a button.
Except for the big guy who had anxiety issues, so he was given a bean burrito. And the girl in the middle, she kind of looked like Marissa Tomei. You don't know who Marissa Tomei is?
I do know who, but I don't think she did. Okay. So just keep going.
And the host, he kind of looked like Ricardo Montalban.
Very young, because I only know Ricardo Montalban with white hair.
Or he kind of looked like Martin Ash, the Charming Cheat. You remember that magician that I showed you that you said he was boring? It ended with a really childish joke. Let me put it that way.
You want to come here, kitty?
Anyway.
You're doing all the talking. So.
Then there's a third stand-up, but I don't remember what he talked about. What did he talk about?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Just keep going.
Then, Then there's a parody of the Gong Show called The Bong Show.
Say hi, Coaster Kitty.
And this is really creative writing, because instead of Chuck Barris, it's Barris Chuck.
Keep going.
That would be like if I called you McDonald K. Instead of K McDonald. Oops. Oh well, I said your real name. Oh well, whatever. No one will care. Yeah. First is a woman who's being blindfolded. She listens to a old guy farting and is like,
That's a female.
It's a girl. And then Kesha farts and she's like, oh, that's an old man. And so it's...
Bong!
And so, what is it? It's the farting poodles that so far are in the lead. And I made a joke to Kate. It's like, are they Shih Tzus? And then the final one, it was the... what was it? It was the Cabbage something band. I'll just say Onion Cabbage Band. Who do,
Farts to a song.
Oh god, what is it? It's,
Star Spangled. Our Country 'Tis of the America.
Maybe it's that one.
Something.
It's a very patriotic song, and they all get 10s and they win. There are girls in bikinis. That's about the closest you really get to female nudity in this movie, so it's the bad kind of R rating, in my opinion. Oh, the Medicine Wheel Band performs like 4 minutes about farting. It's one of those songs where it's like...
Yeah, you said they performed 3 times.
Yeah, it's one of those songs where it's like... I like the melody, but I can only hear like...
You can't really hear them.
All you can hear is like them singing like... Fart passing wind. Bow, 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 or whatever. Let's see what else.
It's getting dragged on.
Oh, we forgot another sketch. There was
the pastor.
No, the 2 kids in college.
Oh.
20-something. It was called 20-something. Gee, I wonder what that's a parody of. Even though it doesn't seem like it's a parody.
They were about 40-something.
It's about the guy. Come on, Grease did the same thing. You're gonna complain?
Hey, come on.
Then they decided they were talking about how one of them just farts a lot.
And his girlfriend broke up with him. Mm-hmm. Blah, 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 blah.
And his dad is like an expert farter.
And if he went to the Olympics, he'd be going for gold.
He'd be getting the gold. Then is...
And then his roommate decides, oh, I have to leave. Well, where are you going? I've got to go study.
Then Brothers and sisters, do you hear me about the pastor? The pastor who talks about Adam and Eve, about how the devil tainted the apple, which caused Adam to asphyxiate and ruined the peace. So please, people, please send me $49.95, and I promise you that I can cure you of your farting with my fart-free cookbook. Amen.
Okay.
I think that's the first time I've done like a reverend voice.
Yeah.
Let's see, what next? Oh, then we bring in, I have no idea.
You're going to describe everything about the movie?
We're almost done anyway.
Aren't you going to leave anything for them to watch?
It's free on YouTube. Check it out. It's no microwave massacre, but check it out.
I need to get going.
So anyway, then two people, I've never heard of the people that they're parodying.
Oh, God.
Gene Siscali and Robert Egbert.
You're going to keep going?
Or, no, Robert Ebertson. We're almost done.
Hurry up, I got laundry.
They're reviewing F.A.R.T. the movie, and they... Apart from the name and the fact that they're reviewing F.A.R.T. the movie, they are terrible impersonators. This is an insult to both Ebert and Roper. This would be an insult to Ben Lyons.
Hurry up.
Roger Ebert hated him. So, then it's finally time for New Year's, and there's an event. Let me just say it'll, you'll crack a smile, right? Oh, wait! There's another news report with...
Okay, I'm gonna go put the wash in the dryer.
Why don't you give your review and then I'll finish talking about it?
No, I don't even know where you are in the movie anymore.
Anyway, there's a news broadcast. There's a news broadcast with Charles McFarter. And he's reviewing with this guy, I don't remember his name. Liput or something? I don't know. And they're talking about a bean, kind of like a soybean or something, where it can cure world hunger, and they're testing it in like 5 U.S. cities, and then it's revealed that all of those 5 cities are having like horrible gas. And then there's a guy named Fred Rear, who's, again, kind of doing like an Andy Rooney commentary thing, but this is the only time in the movie where it's not a fart joke. Instead, he's talking about, singers that, like, male singers that take their shirts off, and, like, do that stuff, I guess, and are inappropriate. After that, then there's a sketch for MC Gassy or something.
Singer, recorder.
Gee, I wonder what that's a parody of. Can't whiff this. Dun, 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 dun. Can't whiff this. Then there's another one where...
Why don't you just leave the rest for them to
Then
watch?
there's another one where there's like some DJ or some dude at the pool, maybe he's a Vanilla Ice parody, and he's like saying, yo, man, okay, you just put your hand under your arm, and then you fart. You can try to do this, but you see now, people call that a raspberry. That's not a raspberry, that's a mouth fart. And then it turns out it was all a dream, and Heva and Russell.
Just leave it now. Let them watch it.
Okay.
Let them watch the end.
I will say, Russell eats and drinks a lot in the movie.
Nuts, beans,
Beer.
garbage.
Beer, pizza,
Whatever.
chips,
Yeah.
cookies.
Whatever he can get his hands on.
Diet Coke, I guess. And then there's a song with the Medicine Wheel Band about like it's actually kind of a good song. It's like feel better or be nice to the world or something. It's something like that. It's like it's not a fart song. At least I don't think.
So
it
anyway,
is.
you're going to have to watch the end to find out exactly what happens with Heather and Russell.
It's okay, but You know, it felt shorter than movies that we've seen that are shorter.
Oh, God. Believe me, there will not be this many in 2021 that are this bad.
It's 2022.
2022, yeah. Sorry. I haven't flipped the checkbook yet, the calendar.
So, what do you think of the movie? Because you know what?
I thought it was very not done well. It was not in good taste. In so many words, it was stupid. A little boy film.
It's more of a teenage boy.
Whatever. It's
like a 13 or 14-year-old.
It's horrible.
But yeah, apparently it's about 90 minutes of fart jokes, puns, and dad jokes, basically, combined in a sketch movie. Kay is over there, so I guess I'll introduce the title for the next movie. Join us next time where, you know what, after Dr. Alien and F.A.R.T. the movie, I think it's time Kay picks a movie. No idea what that's going to be. See ya!